Live abrsm Trinity Aural Training video. And right at the outset, I'd like to say that we welcome you to participate in this live oral training, because there will be some interactive questions where you can actually sort of join in. And if you are watching this from the beginning, please fast forward straight to where we are live so that you can actually participate. Because I found out in the last couple of live streams that it actually got quite fun when we had various people joining in and answering the questions. So, first of all, you might like to just say hello and put a chat in the comments on the side of this video and introduce yourselves, and we'll look forward to doing some live oral training together. So, what are we going to train this week? Well, I thought that we might like to try something that relates to all the different grades, from grades 1 all the way up to grade 8. And that will be time signatures, or how many beats are in a bar. Right at grade 1 you started recognizing whether there are 2 beats or 3 beats in a bar, and it goes all the way up to grade 7, grade 8, where you might have to recognize even 6/8 time and things like that. So please do join in, because it was in the past a little bit slower getting going at the beginning, and then after a few minutes when people started participating, it got quite fun. Almost like a little bit of a competition to see who would get the right answer first. Okay, so do join in, and we'll start off with just some very simple, so it's related to all levels, some very simple tests of time signature between 2 beats in a bar and 3 beats in a bar, and see if you can be one of the first to answer in the chats on the side. And by the way, these chats will be available in the replays when this video gets published later, so whatever you say there will be visible in the replays. Okay, right, here is your first exercise, and can you tell me whether there are 2 or 3 beats in a bar? Okay, now I'll give you a little chance to answer that question, and while you're thinking about it, I'm going to play it a second time. Just tell me if there are 2 or 3 beats in a bar. Okay. We seem to have some shy viewers. There are 3 people watching at this moment, but so far no one's actually going to commit themselves to an answer. So I'll give you that first one. There are 2 beats in a bar. Now the way that you might want to work this out is that if you try and count with a steady 1, 2, 1, 2 whilst we're playing, then it'll fit or it won't fit. So let's just try counting out 1, 2, 1, 2 whilst I'm playing the actual extract. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You notice that fits very naturally. Now, on the other hand, if you try to count 1, 2, 3, it just wouldn't fit. It wouldn't sound right. Let's try it. I'll probably get myself in a mess trying, because it just doesn't naturally flow. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and I've lost it. Okay, it just doesn't fit. Okay, let's try another one and see if anyone can actually get the answer here on the chat function on the side of this video, or below if I think it's on a mobile. Here is another piece. Is this 2 beats in a bar or 3 beats in a bar? Okay, I'll play it a second time and wait for anyone who might want to volunteer an answer to this. that 2 beats or 3 beats in a bar? Okay, we still have some shy viewers at the moment, so I will tell you the answer to that is 3 beats in a bar. Now, let's try what we did earlier and count either 1, 2 or 1, 2, 3 along with the video and see how it fits. Let's try with 2 first of all, which is the wrong answer, but you'll see how it just doesn't fit. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, I've lost it already, you see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's just so hard to count the wrong time along with a different time signature. And then let's try it with 3 in a bar. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. See how it naturally just flows? Okay, now we'll do one more at this simple level of 2 beats or 3 beats in a bar and then go on to something just a little bit harder, going through the different grades as it were. Okay, what is the time signature or how many beats in a bar in this extract? Okay, I'll play it one more time without the little slip at the end. Excuse me. And the answer to that will be 3 beats in a bar. Now, as you go on to grade 2, the question really is exactly the same question, but there is something that might just put you off. Because in grade 2, they might include a piece that is in 6/8 time. And in 6/8 time, you could confuse that with being 3 beats in a bar because the beat is divided into 3s. There will be an example in one of the ones that I'm going to give you in the future, in the next few minutes. So see if you can spot which ones are in 3 and which ones are in 6/8 time. I'll give you a clue how to tell later on. But first of all, is this 2 beats in a bar or 3 beats in a bar? Okay, and now let's try it again, just to give a chance for anyone who might want to add an answer into the chat. Okay, and the answer is 3 beats in a bar. Let's try another one. That one's a little bit slower, and sometimes it's harder to hear the beat when pieces are slower. So, I'll play it a second time. We really do have rather a quiet audience today. I can see that people are watching, but no one's volunteering the answers. Maybe you are shy that you might get it wrong, but be brave. Come on, let's have someone joining in and saying what they think the answer might be. answer to that one is 2 beats in a bar. Right, here is a third one. Now, the answers again could be 2 beats in a bar or 3 beats in a bar, but be careful that a 6/8 time doesn't get confused with 3 beats in a bar. Because 6/8 time, you should know, is 2 dotted crotchet beats in a bar. Okay. Okay, now we're going to try that one more time, give you a chance to answer. Okay, now in grade 2, the question is it 2 beats in a bar or 3 beats in a bar? The examiner will not ask you to name the time signature as such. So the answer to that one would have been 2 beats in a bar. Now, it is actually in 6/8 time, and that is a question that might come up in grade 7. So in grade 7, a big jump from grade 2 to grade 7, but the question would be, is it 2 beats, 3 beats, 4 beats, or 6/8 time? And in that case, you should have identified that that was in 6/8 time. Now the reason being is because the beats are divided into groups of 3 quavers. Okay, but it's not 3 beats in a bar. The dotted crotchet beat, that's a group of 3 quavers, is 1 beat. And the 3 quavers inside that would be too fast to make beats. So if you were beating the time and you thought that those individual quavers were beats, you'd be clapping really fast. Bum, 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 bum. Those are not beats. The beats are bum, 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 bum. And let's just try counting 1, 2, 1, 2, like the time signature, along with the tune. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. See, the beat is more steady. 1, 2, 1, 2, rather than 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's too fast. And there's a little hint for you. If in an exam you're having to clap the beat in the earlier grades, or you're just trying to feel the beat in the higher grades so that you can answer the time signature, if your beats are coming out really fast, that means you are probably not counting the beats but counting the subdivided quavers inside the beats. Going back to one of the earlier ones where we had, let's see. Okay, the very first one I played to you in grade 1, which I said was 2 beats in a bar. 1, 2, 1, 2. Remember that one? Now, if you were clapping at this speed, bum, 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 it's too fast. Those are not beats, those are the quavers inside the beats. So if you find yourself clapping really fast, or hearing the beat in your head really fast, that is probably not the beats. Okay, let's continue with another one from the list that we were just doing. Okay. Right, is this 2 or 3 beats in a bar? Which one was it doing? Okay. Any takers? I'll give it to you a second chance. We've got a few people who have just joined us now, so please do join in, and I will repeat what I said at the beginning. If you have joined in the middle of this video and didn't join us from the start, do not rewind back to the start yet. You can always watch this later, all right, from the beginning. But if you want to join in with the interactive questions and partake in the chat, then fast forward to the live moment that we're doing right now. Okay? Right, now. We have a couple of people making some comments. Now, can you two... Right, loads of people are just saying hello now. Right, can any of you tell me how many beats are in a bar? Okay, is it 2 beats or 3 beats in a bar? Okay, so we've had some comments that are not actually the answers to the questions from the Mewtwo Master and Compsom Anichi and Sonia D. So, Compsom Anichi is our first participant today, and she goes for 2 beats, or he. I'm not sure who that is. 2 beats in a bar, and Sonia D agrees with you. And well done to both of you, and to me, Mewtwo, I don't know how you can pronounce that, also saying 2 beats in a bar. Thank you. Now we have some people participating. Right, now let's do one more at this grade 2 level. Okay, and Valerie has also joined us. You are all correct. Okay, now who can answer first? Because now we've got some more participants. It's a bit of a competition and it makes it much more fun, this live stream. Right, here is another test. Okay, I'm being helped on my pronunciation of Mewtwo Master. Is that correct? Tell me yes or no. Mewtwo. Anyway, I'll give you a second playing and see if anyone can get in first with the correct answer. How many beats are in a bar? And Valerie is first in with 2 beats in a bar, and Compsom Anichi is also correct. 2 beats is correct. Now, as I was explaining previously, and maybe you just joined this live stream a little bit later, and you can go back and watch this later, but I'll repeat quickly now. The time signature of that piece was actually 6/8 time, which could be easily mistaken for 3 beats in a bar because the beats subdivide into 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, but those would be too quick to be beats. They're just the quavers inside of a beat. So all of you who've answered 2 beats in a bar are correct. Mewtwo also correct answer. Sometimes the live streams are not very fair because some people's internet connections are a little bit slower and then their answers appear later. But for those that I'm seeing on the screen right now, I will say who gets the answer first. So let's go on to grade 3. Now, in grade 3, we have sometimes a little bit of extra complication. Yeah, as Compsom Anichi's just pointed out, she's saying, yeah, I have a hard time sometimes between the complicated time signatures like 6/8 versus 3/4. And you can rewind, but basically my simplest little rule to work out whether it's 3/4 or 6/8, if you're clapping very fast or feeling a beat very fast, they're probably not beats. They're probably just quavers within the beat. Alright, so maybe that might help. Now, going back to grade 3. In grade 3, you also need to recognise 4 time. And 4 time is actually quite tricky to distinguish from 2 time, because 2s divide nice and evenly into 4. The thing is, with 2 time, it's much more march-like, and you can feel a strong beat every other beat. 1, 2, 1, 2. In 4/4 time, there is a slight tendency to put a bit of weight on the 3rd beat of the bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll give you an example before we actually do some tests. Okay, you probably all know the tune from a Beethoven symphony. played it in 4/4 time, just listen to where the natural accent, the natural weight is. Yes, ode to joy, correct. Okay, now if I played it in 2/4 time, it's the same tune, but the weight and the accents are in different places, and it's more march, like 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and... Okay. Alright, now, Mewtwo Master's just telling us that he's taking his grade 5 exam next, and this is relevant because if you remember in the last test of the oral, okay, in grade 5, this is for Mewtwo specifically and anyone else who's taking grade 5, after you have to clap back a certain rhythm, the examiner again will ask you how many beats are in a bar. Okay, so let's do a few examples and back to our competition. Who can get in with the first correct answer? Okay, which one should we try? Here we go. One more time. Okay. Okay. How many beats are in a bar? 2, 3, or possibly 4. Valerie's going for 3 beats in a bar. And in the absence of anyone concurring or disagreeing with that answer, I will say you are correct, Valerie. Okay, come on, the rest of you, participate. Right, let's go for another one. Okay, 2, 3, or 4 beats in a bar. And Mewtwo Master is... I do apologise. I didn't see your answer, Mewtwo Master. You said 3 first. Okay, we'll take the golden medal off Valerie. Sorry, Valerie. And we'll give it to Mewtwo. Right, David is going for 2 beats in a bar. Do we have any other possible answers? 2, 3, or 4 beats in a bar. Valerie's going for 2. Komsomonichi's going for 2. And Mewtwo Master is also going for 2. Everyone's agreeing with 2 beats in a bar. Well, it doesn't matter if you got there first because it's actually 4 beats in the bar, Mewtwo Master. Okay, if I played 2 beats in the bar, it'd be more like this. Yes. So, have another listen to it played in 4/4 time and see if you can feel the difference in where the accents lie. Yeah? Are we getting it? It's tricky. The difference between 2 time and 4 time is very subtle, but there is a difference. Okay, let's try another one. 2, 3, or 4 beats in a bar. Okay, Sonia D is going for 3 beats in a bar. And Mewtwo Master is also saying 3 beats in a bar. You are both correct. Okay, now I've got an extra tricky question for. No, sorry, it's not 4 beats in a bar. An extra tricky question for you. You are correct, it is 3 beats in a bar. But can anyone actually say the time signature? I'll play it one more time. The actual time signature. So one number over the other. Mewtwo Master's going for 3/8 time, Sonia's going for 6/8 time, and Valerie's for 6/8 time. Okay, now if it was 6/8 time, there would be 2 beats in a bar. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Kompsomanichi is correct. That is a tricky question, and it's actually not even tested in abrsm oral, but if you understand the concept, 9/8 time is the correct answer. Okay, in compound time signatures, the beats are subdivided into groups of 3. Yes, Valerie? Probably your internet connection's a little bit slower, so you didn't get there before us. Redeemed, yes. The beats are subdivided into 3 quavers per group. So you don't feel the individual beats as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, Mewtwo Master, when you were saying 3/8 time, possibly you were thinking of a very fast beat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But those aren't beats. Those are the quavers in the beat. The beat is 1 and 2 and 3 and, right? Let's just count it out loud. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Etc. So 9/8 time would be 3 groups of 3 quavers in a bar. Each quaver group of 3 is a beat. Right. Now, let's try one more of those. How many beats in a bar? 2, 3, or 4? Play it a second time, see who gets in with the answer first. Okay, now Sonia's going for 4 beats, Kompsomanichi's going for 6/8. Mewtwo Master's 4 beats, Valerie 4 beats, Christina Lambrou, you are correct, and it was your first answer. Okay, now why is it 2 and not 4? If you listen carefully, there is a heavier accent every 2, not every 4. 1, 2, 1. Can you hear that top note? It's quite strong. If I were playing it in 4/4 time, I played it like this. Try and hear the difference. Hear that high note is quite firm? Yep. So that makes it 2 beats in a bar. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, now this is going to be the last one of actually time signature testing. So, how long have we been going already? Let's have a look at the timing. 30 minutes, that's pretty much getting on for rounding up time, but we'll do one more before we finish and then have a little, maybe time for some questions at the end if you want anything specific to ask about these training videos. Okay. Right, we're getting a lot of people saying 4 beats in the bar, and you were probably answering that whilst I wasn't looking, and it's probably gone out of my view of the screen who was first. Let me just see if I can scroll back to the first answer here. Where is my control? Can't get up. There we go. Right. 4444. Who was the first one? I think it was Sonia D by the look of things. I'm having to scroll all the way back because there's so many answers here. So well done, Sonia. Okay, 4 beats in a bar. You are all correct. And possibly the internet connection of individual people isn't making it absolutely fair who was first, but that's the way the game goes at the moment. It's just a bit of fun. Okay, 4 beats in a bar. Yes, there was not an extra accent every other beat. Okay, some congratulations to Sonia from Valerie. Okay, now these live streams, and if you've got any questions, particularly now before we do round things up, please do ask at this moment. I'm trying to make them twice monthly at the moment. There is an idea that possibly we could do some theory also. Some theory questions. I'm just trying to read your messages whilst I'm talking as well. Okay, and if that would be useful, please leave some comments maybe below the video, even after I've finished, if that would be a useful thing. If I'm not getting support for it, we'll just carry on with the oral. But if you think theory would be an interesting addition to these live streams, then please do leave some comments below the video. All right. Now, someone said, Christina, when are you doing a grade 8 oral live training? Okay, we have had a few live streams in the past, and some of them have included aspects of the grade 8 oral tests. If you look at the top of your screen, there should be a small little eye, an information thing, which has got a link to some of the previous live streams that I've done. So you can just pop over there and have a little look. Someone else is saying that theory would be useful, so maybe next time we'll give that as a try. Now, these live streams tend to be twice a month. If you're not already, please subscribe, and don't just subscribe. I don't know if you realise, but on YouTube at the moment, you'll get notifications of channels that you subscribe to if you hit the little notification bell. Okay, and people that just subscribe but don't hit the notification bell, okay, YouTube occasionally brings to your light some of the more popular videos, but sometimes they don't notify you of things, of all the videos. If you hit that bell, you will know when we're going live again. Okay, and in addition to that, I can probably tell you right now that in 2 weeks from today, at about the same sort of time, 2 o'clock British time, we will be doing we'll give it a try, a theory live stream, and see how that goes down. We'll try and make it interactive again so that you can join in with the questions, because it seems to be quite a bit of fun that people can compete with each other to get into the correct answer first. Okay, and those who are asking for different grades, I'm trying to go through all the topics gradually. Today we've concentrated just on time signatures, but going through different grades. Another time I've done in the past modulations, which includes grade 8 and grade 7, and then another time was cadences, which goes from grade 6 and above. So I'm doing it more topic based than grade based. But if you look back, click that little eye, the little information button in the top right of your screen, sort of about there. Now, where is it? I'm trying to work it out. About there. All right, in the curtain. And no, I'm pointing to the wrong side of the video because my camera's facing the other way around. Okay, maybe it's over there somewhere. But anyway, you know the one I mean. The little I button in the corner of your screen. That gives you a link to the previous live streams, so you can have a little look at those. And hope to see you again next time, and thank you for participating. Please join on the dot of the time so you can participate right from the beginning, because these have been a little bit slow getting started, but once people start joining in, it's great fun. So try and be on time to participate right from the beginning next time round. Okay, thanks for joining in, and see you next time.